One. Hello, welcome back. Episode 8. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Not so good. I wanted to
Why?
talk to you about something. The other day, I had my first old man noise.
What?
I leaned forward and I went like, "Ugh," and I thought,
You
this
always
is
make
it.
noises.
You know what? That's when we're rolling. Like this is. I just leaned forward and I made a noise.
We make
I,
noises all the time.
I thought, this is it. This is the
Well,
downfall.
26 now.
This is. I'm doing this now. If you're watching audio, I'm going like downhill with my hand. But yeah, this is it. I'm done. I'm out my prime.
You're only
So
26, Carl.
I got a bit sad actually. I stood there for like 20 seconds and I thought, damn, I'm getting on.
Like, you always make noises. Whenever we're rolling, every time you're like, ugh,
No, but this one was
ah.
like this one was like extra. Like I knew it when I did it. I knew straight away like this wasn't normal. This was a bit over the top.
You are looking a bit older, to be fair.
Fucking hell. Damn. What do you mean?
I'm only joking.
I thought I looked quite young. Is it the beard?
What beard?
What do you mean? What beard?
What
The
do you
little
mean
little
beard?
little thing on the little thing on the chin. That's what beard I'm on about.
What does that make you look old? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strong beard.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. Before UFC 299, we had a little event on Friday night, didn't we? Did you watch
Yeah,
it?
Joshua Ngannou.
What did you think?
Yeah, well, not live. I was debating watching it live, but it was fairly late. It was on a Friday night. It was
It was a
sparring night
lot later
Friday.
than it. I don't watch it live, thankfully, but
Because
boxing.
I knew the entrances were like going to take ages and stuff. I was like, I can't be asked watching it live, so I just
Yeah.
kind of watched. But I didn't watch the full fight. I just watched highlights the next day, which it wasn't a long fight to begin with, anyway.
No, it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the fight, I think my heart kind of took over, and I was like, I think Ngannou can do it. I thought Joshua wouldn't easily knock him out because we've never seen Ngannou even get rocked in the UFC.
No.
I've seen him take big shots from Stipe and from Stipe. I'm trying to think.
Some Steve.
Derek Lewis didn't hit who. They didn't even hit each other. But we've never seen him hurt really. We've seen him gas against Stipe and things like that, but
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
never seen him hurt. So it was kind of. I mean, in hindsight, you would think it's not shocking at all. It's one of the best heavyweights against an all-one fighter. But at the time seeing it, it was a little shocking.
Yeah. I was disappointed. I didn't want the Fury fight to be a bit of a flash in the pan, a bit of a fluke. But it is what it is. It's expected. I had Joshua decision. To be fair, I thought he'd fight a bit more safe,
Hmm.
use his technique, stay out of danger. But he just flatlined him, completely flatlined him. Like even
Yeah, I
the right
don't.
hand that he finished him with, it was just as hard as he could. There was no worry about a counter there. It was just like I knew I've got you, and I'm just gonna throw everything I've got.
Yeah, I think he was pretty much done after the second.
Mm.
But yeah, I think this will be it for. I guess he could still box. You know, he could fight a Wilder or something, but
Mm.
or unless he goes back to the PFL, fights Ferreira, beats him, and then like right,
I think he has to
you
go
could
back to
even maybe
PFL.
do the rematch against Fury.
Yeah,
There's
but
something, but you know what? Fair play to him. He's made what from both fights. What did he get? Like 20 million each of those fights.
I think it was around 6 for the Fury, and then
What,
this
6
one was
million?
yeah. And then this one was 28. I saw.
I thought it was both like 20. But anyway, he's made a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So obviously it didn't end well. Mostly everyone thought it was just going to be against Fury, flatline against Fury, and then that'll be it.
Mm.
So he got another fight, another payday. He had this dream of being a boxer. made that dream come true. You know,
Mm. Yeah, I think there's no need to get into another boxing fight because that Fury fight could have been a fluke. He could have not trained really, and even against like a Chisora or White, he could be look outclassed a little.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
I don't
fight
see him.
Ferreira, chill in MMA in the PFL, and he's got to deal with doing PFL Africa. I think that one was a big thing when they got signed.
Hmm.
So yeah, you got your money.
I'll just talk about the card overall. As just the card itself, I think it's one of the best cards we've seen in a long time.
Mm.
And like beforehand, we were saying that the card was stacked, and I think it lived up to expectations. Like off the top of my head, like there's like New York last year, that was a banger. There's been a few cards last year, but I don't know, maybe it's recently biased, but I think the card on Saturday was one of the best we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, especially after the not so great year that we've had so far.
Nah, there's been a
Just
few.
yeah, but
Yeah,
the first bit of
I
view
guess
was
apart.
very bad. The fight nights have been here or there, so I think we needed a massive event. With
Yeah,
the main event, Sean O'Malley Cheeto, I was I was a bit disappointed in Cheeto. I thought the game plan was quite obvious. Use your leg kicks, wear him down early on, and then take over in the later rounds. But it seemed like the moment got to him. He wasn't throwing leg kicks really at all. And it seemed like, when a fighter is a late starter, and then
mm.
they let the other fighter get in the rhythm, and it's like they can't get back into the fight. They've let into the other fight into their rhythm so much, like they just can't get into it. And it seemed like he froze a bit in the moment.
I think that was more O'Malley's doing.
Yeah,
Like O'Malley he's so good at dictating range, and yeah, I don't think it was much as I think Cheeto was ready for the fight, and I just think O'Malley's just a lot better than him.
yeah, yeah.
I just think obviously the last fight was what 3, 4 years, yeah, 4 years ago. O'Malley's proved a lot, and even in that first fight, I do believe it's a real win for Cheeto. I'm not one of those that think, oh, it's not a real win. It was a real win, but I just think O'Malley's on a different level, and that showed on Saturday. Like I think
Mm,
O'Malley's one of the best strikers in the UFC. The way he dictates range, and it's on a different level.
yeah, I think he's going to be a problem for everyone that he fights from 35 to 45, if that eventually moves up. But yeah, against Marab, I know Marab's quite a big favourite. I think Sean's at a plus 215.
Oh, I've seen a bit closer. I think Marab was the favourite, but it's close, which
Mm.
kind of surprises me, especially after Saturday.
Well,
Like,
a lot of people I speak to, they just assume that Marab's going to win, which I don't think is the case at all. I
I
think
actually,
he does get caught quite a bit. He got caught against Moraes, got caught in his last fight against the Hudo. And it showed with Sterling, like, it's not as easy as just grabbing him and taking him down.
like
It's
he's got
so
good
easy to get
takedown
there.
defense, but it's the movement, and it's like Marab's going to have to close that distance.
And he's got to take
O'Malley's
massive
very good at
risks.
engaging distance. Marab is going to have to get into O'Malley's range. And when you get
Mm,
into O'Malley's range, he will strike, and he's got power to knock Marab out.
mm,
Especially when we see Marab hurt in the first rounds against Cejudo and Marias. It's up to Marab to get into the later rounds and tire O'Malley out. Like we've just seen O'Malley go 5 rounds, and it was a strong 5 rounds as well. Like O'Malley won every round against Cheeto, and even in the fifth round, he was hurting him. And I
mm.
think it was the fourth round, Cheeto came back a little
I
bit,
think a
but it
judge,
was pretty much 5 rounds of
yeah, I think a judge had it 49,
O'Malley just
46.
destruction.
So I think a judge gave Tutor the fourth round. I think one judge.
I thought it was 50-45 all across, and maybe 50-44.
No, I thought I heard 149. But even the fourth one was a bit was better for Cheeto, wasn't it? But
Yeah, it was still O'Malley's round. Like that knee as well. I don't know how
oof,
every other bantamweight is not getting up after that knee. Like we heard it through the TV. It was
I
like a
watched it a couple of
baseball bat.
times. I can't think of another strike that was that loud. Like that was
Like that was clean as a knee can be, and he just didn't even knock him down. Like obviously it dazed him and things like that, but
mm,
like you see Cheeto's face after the fight as well.
it was bad, wasn't it?
Like you can tell he just went through a wall
Yeah,
on his side.
yeah. People are putting it as like up there with the best title performances.
Yeah,
I think I think Volkan Max is there. You got Conor Alvarez. Yeah, I think you got
yeah,
a
but
lot
it's
of
definitely
other
up there.
yeah.
Just he didn't get the finish, but like what what else could he do? Like he was still in that like his corner between fourth and fifth round was like, you're winning this fight, you're full up, just move and jab and move.
Mm,
And he was like, nope, I want this finish, and just
yeah,
went for that finish till the last second. And even got caught with a nice body shot. It was probably Cheeto's best shot in the fight.
yeah. That did hurt him. The
Yeah,
body.
but it showed nobody can go 5 rounds
Mm.
against Marab. A 5 rounds with a Marab is a different 5 rounds because he's just relentless. But early prediction, which I do think that's the next fight, even though he was calling that earlier and think that we'll get to that in a sec. But early prediction, I do see O'Malley beating him. I see O'Malley catching him.
Mm.
Maybe fairly early before Marab gets going.
Yeah, it might be recency bias, but I will pick Sean early on. Closer to the fight, maybe we'll see. But yeah, I think Sean early on. The Ilya
But
fight can't happen. You can't do a
no,
duel. You can't do a champ and not and out of one defense between the two of you.
yeah, exactly. Like it's a different class. Like obviously Conor did the first one. He didn't deserve to go up, but you know what I mean. It is what it is.
Mm.
It was the star. It was the first one. Cormier deserved it. There was no one else at light heavyweight, and he fought a heavyweight before. Cejudo beat the bantamweight TJ, and then obviously TJ relinquished his belt after taking steroids or whatever it was.
Yeah,
But
steroids, EPO,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So he deserved it.
And they
Like
gave him a
also,
title shot instead of Aldo, but I'll never get over that.
and then who else? Amanda Nunes. Then yeah, clearly Amanda Nunes just cleaned out both divisions. So you need to deserve it. You can't.
Mm.
Everyone talks about it now. I think it's like every fighter in the division. Like O'Malley is talking about going up. Ilya, Islam, Edwards, Duplessis been talking about it eventually.
Mm.
Every fighter. But Pereira talking about going up to heavyweight. Every fighter is talking about going up. And no one's like who's got the most title defenses? Like Islam's got two, Edwards two. It's the most, isn't it? Pantoja
Um,
two.
yeah,
No one
yeah,
else has got
Pantoja had
more
a
than two.
couple.
You
Yeah, I
need a
think
few. You need to clear out your top
Willie Jan,
five.
but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You need
Willie
to
Jan's
clear
the
out
only
your
one
top
that's actually
five.
got a kiss, and she hasn't
Yeah,
mentioned it.
and I think I was saying that before. I think there was maybe a little talk, but I think
Hmm.
I would have liked to see her up. But now she's got contenders. Like O'Malley needs to fight Marab and Sandhagen. If he gets past Marab and Sandhagen, then I'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah,
And then Ilya,
you can't.
I
You
don't
have to
like,
see Ilya Holloway because that is the most
yeah,
interesting fight to
Holloway,
me.
Ortega, Volk rematch, Evliov. Like, there's loads of contenders. We can't just keep talking about going up without deserving it. You need a few title defenses.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though it's annoying because O'Malley and Taporia fight would be insane.
We
They
do need to see
both
that,
dictate range so well, and like it would just be an insane fight. But it would be
Hmm.
an even bigger fight if they've got a few title defenses. If they became
and they're both
their
they're
own
both young. They're
stars in
both
their
young,
own
aren't they?
divisions, dominate the divisions for a bit, and then do that fight.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you think Cheeto goes? Obviously after a
I
break.
think it should. I think it should take a little break, but like he's 30, isn't he? Or 30, 31.
31, yeah.
He could.
Well, we
I
know what we get. I'm like with ages, but yeah, I think he's 31.
like. I just don't see him. obviously it can be better, but when you get 50-45 by O'Malley and Sandhagen, and they're going to be the top of the divisions, like there was no argument. He did get gifted this title shot.
Oh yeah,
He didn't deserve
he
it.
didn't look good
So
against Pedro. Like,
yeah, he did look good. But I'm
I
saying
mean, say he didn't look that good. Like,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
think he's going to be up at the. I don't think he's going to get another title shot. Obviously, he could come back and surprise us,
I
but
saw
at
Cejudo
this
call
moment
him
in
out, and I
time, I don't
thought
see him come back.
that's just a
Say
bit.
again?
I saw Cejudo call him out, and I think that's
Oh,
just a bit
did he?
rude. A bit like he's just been beaten badly, and then the next day you're going, "I'll fight you next." I'm just thinking, come on.
I don't know how many people are excited for Cejudo to fight.
No, I think Cheeto Peter Yan maybe.
Nah, I see Cheeto down a bit.
Mm. Well, Peter
I
Yan's
would
just
like,
lost like 3 out of his last 5. I know he won,
yeah, but
but he did win a guy a bit lower ranked. I like to see it.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe
But I'd
you
like to
have
see
to have that
Cheeto
fight
take
though.
a long little while.
You have to have the first round as a warm up
Yeah, they're both
because the
slow
two,
starters, aren't they?
yeah, give it 6 rounds that fight.
But yeah, I guess who else would just put Peter Yan up against? There isn't anyone else at the top, is there? You don't want to do Sante again.
No, I think
Unless you
Sandagan
could.
should fight Umar.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe then. We'll just
Mm.
see how it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
But obviously
Co-main.
O'Malley and Marab is the next fight.
Yeah, definitely. Co-main.
Mm.
Whew. I was very happy with it. I was very nervous because we've seen it how many times before, where a young killer comes up and takes over, and then the fight was going okay for Poirier, but I mean there was times where Santini was hurting him, he was landing guillotine after guillotine, just non-stop with the guillotines.
Even when his corner after the first round was like, "Don't shoot for the guillotine," I think he did straight away.
Well, Gamrot said like before the fight, like in the locker room, he was like, "Don't, no guillotines." But he's going to get one.
And he
And
shot
he's going to get
four.
one in his next fight. So I'm going to jump to what I think his next fight is going to be. Islam, June 8th. And before you start, this isn't me. This is the UFC's fault. I didn't book Gaethje, Holloway, Arman, and Charles in April.
Mm.
I didn't do that. And Islam wants to fight June 8th in Saudi, and they need a main event. So why not? Give Poirier the title shot.
I think it depends if it depends. I would wait because there's two Gagey, Oliveira, and Sarukian. All three of them deserve it more than Poirier.
Yeah, definitely.
So one of those winners could definitely turn around and fight Islam in June. But it also depends if the UFC want to wait, because obviously they need to announce the main event to sell tickets. I think Islam will be the main event. How long do you want to wait before you announce that main event to sell the tickets?
Because I think it's
Like,
7 weeks from April 13th.
yeah. So I don't know
So,
how long tickets are out before the main event,
mm.
but I assume they would want to set a main event before they sell tickets. So, and
Yeah, you
it's
don't
not even
know.
just after the event. It's seeing if anyone has injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So honestly, I don't think he deserves it, but it won't be a big shock if Poirier gets it.
I think Armin would take the fight. I don't think Oliveira takes the fight straight away after 7 weeks. I don't think Gaethje does not like to fight in short notice at all.
Mm.
So I could see Armin definitely just taking it if he gets out unscathed, but I don't really see the others. I don't think you can bank on the other two taking it.
Yeah, it won't surprise me. And he's got a big finish.
Sometimes you just got to do nice things in life, Ryan. You got to be nice to the company men. I think he's deserved, and this is his last title shot. It's do or die.
Yeah, yeah. And what a performance from him, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I did thought this was how it's going to go. I thought Saint Denis was gonna pull it on him straight away like he did. I just thought Poirier would get the finish in the later rounds. I think I picked like Poirier finish round 4 or something.
Mm.
But Saint Denis was doing very well with the striking and grappling, constantly mixing it up. Poirier constantly jumping for the guillotines. But Poirier is so good at like staying composed
Oh, in the
and like
pocket, he's
picking his shots. Like he's constantly against the cage, hands up, blocking everything, and he just finds his shots in between.
mm.
Yeah, and Poirier, I think it was the uppercut, wasn't it? He caught him
What
with the
that?
uppercut in the second round.
Yeah, and then later on, dropped him
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
right hook.
I did thought this was how it was going to go. I thought it was a big test, big jump for Saint Denis.
Mm.
But yeah, Poirier's just a fucking dog. He's just an animal.
I'm very glad that he won. Um, yeah, for Saint Denis, he's still got a lot of options. He's still 28.
Oh yeah,
I don't know who you
I
match
could
him up
still see
with.
Saint Denis like still climbing up the rankings. Like he was
Mm.
ranked 12. I think obviously after a knockout loss, maybe just have a little break, and then UFC always got to Paris in
Mm.
September. Could see in main or co-main UFC Paris, Saint
Yeah,
Denis. Oui, Saint Denis.
I think well, Turner and who got announced? Turner and for UFC 300, Moicano.
Ngannou.
Money Moicano, Jalen Turner, the winner of that. You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see Islam June 8th, and he will finally get that guillotine. He's going to win the belt with a guillotine June
No, he's
8th.
not.
He is. The stars are aligned.
Why, do you not think Islam's going to know he's going to constantly jump for the guillotine?
No, he's not going to train for it. It's going to
Why?
be a completely out of nowhere submission for Poirier. The guillotine, who's going to think of it?
Every fucking person on the planet.
Islam was watching Khabib nearly tap to it.
Exactly.
He's gonna have nightmares every night up until June 8th.
I really don't see. You could, Poirier could catch him, but
Well, that's my prediction, and I'm
uh,
never staying away from that prediction. Second round
we did.
guillotine, June 8th.
Fair enough. Well, we'll move on to the next card. MVP debut.
I was very, very surprised.
In what way?
That looked very comfortable for MVP.
Hmm.
I looked, he had the bare knuckle against Mike Perry. He didn't fight much MMA fights the last 3 years. He's 37 now. He's fought Douglas Lehman, but other than that, he hasn't fought the best competition. And he goes out there and wins comfortably.
Hmm.
And if Kevin Holland did have that much of a chin on him, he could have had a finish 2 or 3 times. Obviously, I wanted the Wonderboy fight win or lose anyway. And I think if they're doing a fight night in Manchester, pay-per-view in London, I think he could headline Manchester.
Yeah, but I would like to see MVP Wonderboy, but I don't know if they'll make it. Because I think MVP doesn't want. He only wants a few fights, 2 fights, get to the title.
Mm.
I'm not sure if Wonderboy is the quickest way to get there.
It's
I
just a
think
fun
maybe
fight.
like a. Yeah, but also on the other hand, it could be boring.
Oh, it's not going to be.
Like it could be both just point fighting,
Oh, that's what it'll be. But it'll
waiting.
be very, very interesting.
Yeah,
If you know what you're going to get going into it, it's going to be interesting.
but what about an MVP, Ian Gary?
Yeah,
I know Ian Gary wants Colby, but I don't know what
but isn't
Colby's
it,
doing.
that'll be a quite similar fight to Wonderboy.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it'll get him close to the title if that's what he wants. And they do seem like they do want to push MVP. Like, how often do they let people do their own entrances?
To the Undertaker
You have
entrance.
the Undertaker and the Gongs.
Yeah.
So
You know what he
they do
said
obviously
after?
they do have big plans. Say again.
You know what he said after?
What?
He said his plan was to do the dong, and then he be in the octagon.
Well, his
So no
brother.
walkout. Sorry.
No, he was going to have his brother in the octagon,
Oh really?
but his brother looks exactly like him, so he was going to have the hood over, like it was going to go dark, light up, have the spotlight in the cage. His brother would be in there. They think it's all him. Goes dark again, then he's at the entrance.
Oh, okay, okay.
But then obviously they were like, no,
That's just taking the piss.
yeah. But like they obviously have big plans for him, and I wonder why. Like he's very good, and it showed it against Holland. Like Holland just got frustrated. Like he
Mm.
was just like he even said like after the fight, it's so annoying fighting guys like you, just constantly moving.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it was like Holland, he didn't give up, but he was like, I can't be arsed with this. You fucking do my head in. That's what he was like. Like he landed, I think, like 6 significant strikes in the full third round.
Yeah, yeah.
He just didn't like. I think because even after the first round, he was like, he's faster than I thought he was.
Mm. But yeah, I think he smashed it, and yeah, I look forward to whoever he fights next.
Yeah, probably Gary. I wonder why, but I could see it Manchester.
Mm. Yeah, I think if they're doing the fight night in Manchester, pay per view in London, I think yeah, make him. I mean, there's Paddy there as well that can headline, but
Hmm.
I'd like to see MVP.
Oh, I don't think it will be, but it's just a little segue to the next fight. Another top welterweight contender, Jack Della Maddalena.
Mm.
This is actually the only fight on the card I got wrong.
You
I thought
fucking show off.
I got every other fight right.
Yeah.
Um, I thought the fight, how the fight went, is how I thought it was going to go. I thought Burns' grappling would be too much,
Mm.
but then Jack did very well defend the takedowns, defend all the grappling sequences on the ground. He was a lot better than I thought he would.
Mm.
I think Burns won the first two, but I think the first could have gone to Jack as well, or the
I don't know. I
second.
saw
I'm
that.
not
I was
sure.
quite confident it was 1-1.
Yeah, I think the judges had it for Burns though. I think one judge gave it to Jack, but the other two judges had it 2-0 Burns.
Yeah, I thought the
So
damage and the striking was a
yeah,
lot more important than Gilbert's grappling in the first. So
yeah.
I had it 1-1,
But
but
from the judges' scorecards, Burns was winning that third round.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then when he took Jack down, I thought, yeah, I think this is pretty much it. But then I think Burns had like the Dagestani handcuffs. And Jack swung round, feet on the cage, got out, and as soon as he got up, he was like, yeah, Burns going to
Boom.
shoot up again, knee straight down the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I picked Burns because I think Burns in his prime, I think, wins that. I thought he was going to be a lot more dominant on the ground. We did see recently when Jack had that short notice fight, he was getting not beaten on the ground, but his ground game didn't look the best. But no, he smashed it. He called out Shavkat, which
Bitch, no one's calling out Shavkat.
yeah, the problem with that is I don't know if you want to do young guy versus young guy. When
I'm
you
down
got
for
the
it.
Wonder Boys, you got the Colbys, even MVP, but he's new to the UFC. I don't know if you should do Jack and Shavkat straight away.
I think you should. A
I
number
just
one
think you're
contender
knocking off
fight.
one contender.
Yeah, but there's plenty of contenders.
Mm.
I
It
think
was similar
I
with
think that's the
middleweight a
next
few
fight
years
to
ago when
make.
it was Costa and Izzy, and obviously they were rumored to fight, and I thought, just wait a year, and then obviously you had the title fight at the time.
Yeah,
But
but
I just think you're killing off a contender when you could see the fight later down the line. But
then who do you match him up against? Obviously, there's talk of Shavkat and Kobe. I don't know what's happening with that. I think you should make it a number one contender fight.
mm,
Be a very fun fight. You've got other contenders. You've got Gary and MVP, and
mm,
there's still a couple others. You can't
yeah, I
just
mean
like
there's
you can't
Usman
just
there.
not fight each other just because they both might fight each other down the line for a title.
Yeah, I just think there's fights like Usman, Colby that you can match them up against.
Yeah, but you can't always just do the old guys versus the new guys. You gotta
Mm.
you
So you
just
get
kind of like
contenders.
Nah.
It's how you get stacked divisions. It's how you get many options for Edwards or whoever the champion
But there's
is.
still plenty of options for Edwards. And if Shavkat or Jack Della, whichever one loses, can win a few more fights and get right back up.
Mm. I'm
Mm.
just saying, as a matchmaking point of view,
It's just chatting shit.
surely I should be waiting for the UFC instead of you.
No.
I'm trying to make stars here, Ryan.
No, because this makes a star. Whoever wins
Makes
is
one star.
definitely next in line. And then whoever loses can come back up. But I think Shavkat versus Jack Della is the next fight to make.
We'll agree to disagree. We'll agree to disagree.
And I think it's closer than I think maybe some people might think originally. I don't know. But I feel like people might sway towards Shavkat.
Mm.
But Jack Della's boxing's so crisp. And the way he constantly mixes it up, head, body, head, constantly switching stances. I think it's a tough fight for Shavkat. And I
Yeah,
feel like Jack Della is the one that is constantly getting better. See, I think his grappling is obviously his worst point, but I feel like in like 6 months you're gonna see that's a lot better, and then six
mm,
more months gonna be even more better. Yeah, I feel like he's someone that like learns quite quickly and puts in the work to get better quite quickly. So I
mm.
think it would be a fairly close fight, to be fair.
Yeah, I would pick early on. I would pick Shavkat in that fight. I just think he's got the big grappling advantage. I think that he'll take over with that. But yeah, why not?
And to open the card, Jan and Song Yudong.
Yeah, I had you down. I thought Peter Yan was in that, not a routine, but you get fighters like that. Just it's a habit of losing.
Hmm.
They don't get comfortable with losing, but I just thought Sonny Dunn could steal a 2-1 decision. I thought Young's a slow starter. Um,
Yeah, which showed
but
like Jan did lose that first round, and
yeah, I feel like you can always in a 3-round fight you can always pick against Young because you can almost guarantee he's going to lose that first round. But no, I thought he did very well. I thought because Jan's losses, other than the Marab fight, were very very close.
hmm,
Like the Sterling, a lot of people give Yang. The Mali, a lot of people give
I
Yan.
think yeah, more people
The
gave
loss with a
Jan
knee
the
wasn't
fight
really
than
a
O'Malley.
loss because he was dominating that fight. So it's not like he's had 3 losses and he's been finished, been beaten comfortably. He just had Marab, who was an animal,
Hmm.
just constant shooting takedowns. No, I thought it looked very good. I think he should fight quite high up in the rankings because I think the O'Malley rematch is right there. Because I feel like would you favour Yan over 5 rounds?
Possibly,
I wouldn't. I
maybe.
think it's a complete pick 'em if that was a 5-round fight.
Like right now, the O'Malley we saw on Saturday night, I would probably pick him against
Because
anyone.
he's got a win over Sandhagen as well, who's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there. So
Jan's right there. That's another like contender for O'Malley. He's right there.
mm,
Obviously, Song Yudong first round was looking very good, and I know Jan's a slow starter, but I thought Song Yudong might just be better than him tonight.
mm,
But then Jan just changed it up again. Slow starter, then after the first round, he just changed it up and just took over. Song
mm.
Yudong still look good. Like Song Yudong's still up there, and he's only 26.
Yeah, he's very
He's still
young.
got a long way to go, and he's fought some of the best in the world. Obviously, lost against like Sandhagen and now Jan,
Mm.
but I do see a bright future for him.
I just thought there, Song Yudong Cheeto, they've had a very very controversial close fight. So
Yeah,
just put in my head
yeah,
for
we could
a
do that
fight.
one next.
I don't really know who Yang should fight, but I feel like he should be like 1 away, 2 away for the belt.
Mm.
Again,
Well, at the
another
minute
reason why Sean can't go up.
there isn't a lot of people for him at the moment. Like up at the top, if you're doing Sandhagen, Umar,
Mm.
obviously Sterling's going up. Um,
Yeah, there's not a
Cheeto's
lot.
just lost.
So
There's
Hido keeps chatting about fighting, but
nah, I don't. I'm not
I don't want to
too
see it. But
interested.
it's a big name ish.
Mm.
Um,
But I'm not
but yeah,
sure.
good
But I
fight.
think he's just like 1 away from a title shot because I would like to see. Obviously, Marab and Sandhagen beforehand, but
Mm.
I would like to see Jan O'Malley down the line.
Not going to happen, but imagine a Yang Topuria fight. Just as a bit of a fantasy booking.
Yeah, it'd be
That would be a
fun,
fight, wouldn't
but
it?
isn't one that's like,
No, I'm not saying it's going to happen or it should or anything. It's just it's one of them fights that you think that would be a sick fight.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, but in the main card, obviously you got everyone correct other than Jack Della Maddalena.
Yeah,
I
obviously Verdict had
I
three of
picked
the
Cheeto.
prelims out.
Are we doing that? Because I think we shouldn't.
Why?
Personally, I think we
No, we
shouldn't
picked them.
because all the fans around the world viewed in last show. So if we're just adding 3 extra prelim fights, they're going to be confused.
No, because we did it on Verdict. We can even show it if you want to.
I
Verdict
don't
had
really want
three of the
to.
prelims out. Just because you, how many did you get right overall?
Not many.
Which ones are the main card? Just quickly, like I got every one of the main card right
I'm
except I
getting
picked Burns.
I'm not really a fan of these picks every week, to be honest.
Cause she's
I'm
fucking
falling less and
awful.
less out of love with it.
How many of the
Um,
main card did you get right?
well, I picked Shoekagan. Wrong.
No, on the main card,
Um, I picked. I got one.
you got one right.
I picked Sonya Dong. I picked Gilbert. I picked Holland. I picked Cheeto.
Right, so that's 4-1. We'll work our down with the prelims and talk about each fight. Blades Almeida, who did you pick?
I Blades knockout. I
All
was
right.
very confident. I thought Almeida's quite undersized. I was very surprised by Almeida though. I didn't think he would be able to dominate Blades with the grappling as much as he did. I was very
Mm.
surprised by that. But I thought ultimately Blades was going to finish him. A lot of people say Almeida should go down. He did look quite big for this fight, but he's weighed in the 230s before.
I
And
don't think
you fight a guy that's comfortably 260.
yeah, but I don't know if that's the problem. The problem is he's just a one-trick pony. Like he doesn't like striking and he doesn't like going for the finish. He
Mm.
just rebels and controls. Like he had Derek Lewis down. He had top control for 21 minutes and didn't get a finish.
Didn't even try and get a finish.
And like against Blades, he did throw him around and fair play to him. But he
Mm.
just doesn't like going to the finish. It's like, and that proved it where he just kind of, in the second round, that shot, he just kind of shot just to shoot. There was no setup
Mm.
behind it. And then Blades just controlled it and was just boom, boom, boom. And it was like Almeida just seemed like, oh well, I'll just stay here. These are all right. Oh no, oh I'm going out. Now I'm out.
Yeah.
It was like he needs to make some changes because he's a one trick pony. It's a good trick, and it dominates a lot of people.
It
But
had him
he needs
undefeated
he
for a
needs to
while.
yeah, but he just needs to expand his arsenal. Like
Mm. He's
he
not a
needs to
fighter
strike a
that you
little
want
bit
to.
and go for finishes.
It's not a fight that you want to show your mate to get into MMA, is it?
Mm.
Like
But fair
there's
play
a
to Blades, and I think the next one, Blades
Tommy
Aspinall.
Aspinall,
Yeah,
UFC London.
I think that's a clear fight to make.
Yeah, I think the winner definitely, and you got that, the Blades Tom fight, which you know ended very early.
Yeah,
I think yeah, perfect fight to make, and then Tom's got a chance for a Jones Stipe winner.
yeah, because obviously they're doing the fight next. Aspinall wants to fight. They've obviously got history.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
Perfect
it's a
fight to
perfect fight
make.
to make. So obviously
Obviously,
there's
still
another tick for you.
yeah, another tick for me. That's 2 so far.
And what
2 out
about
of 6. That's not bad.
what about the next fight?
I picked Shu Kagan. I thought she got the more experience. Um, yeah, I thought she's had the bigger fights, and I thought the experience would take over. I know Macy's looked good recently, but she is still quite young in her career. Not long ago, she was talking about beating Jones for the youngest champion. So I went with the more experienced woman, and I fell short in that.
Yeah, I go with Mercy Barber. Barber by decision.
Mm.
I figured, yeah, it wasn't like close. But it wasn't like a dominant performance by Barber. It was fairly close, but I thought Barber was the winner,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though she has had past fights where decisions went her way, which a lot of people didn't agree with. I just thought I thought Barber was just gonna make it ugly like she did. Jugagian's good, but she has like no power, so she
Mm.
doesn't hurt a lot of people, but she's still very good. But I just thought Barber was just gonna make it ugly and use her grappling as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think she's grown a lot since a loss against like Modafferi and things like that.
Because that was a very surprising loss, wasn't it? Because Modafferi had
Yeah, yeah.
like
She did hurt her
a
knee in the
crazy
fight,
record.
but yeah. But I think Barber's probably one away from a title shot now.
Mm. Yeah, did well. Next fight, I did pick Gamrot.
I thought,
Boy, thought I picked Adi.
yeah,
It's mad how Adi is still fighting like top contenders. Like Gamrot's got a win over Armin, for God's sake. Like
yeah,
the fact that Adi should be fighting in the I don't want to say like the Tony Fergusons of this world. The 10 to 15 ranked quite older fighters.
yeah. But it goes back
Um,
and forth, doesn't it? Sometimes he fights at welterweight against not a big contender, then he comes around and fights Gamrot.
I think when you're a former champion, you
And I thought he
always
did well. I thought he still
oh
did well
first
against
round
Gamrot.
first round you looked very good.
But
But then
yeah,
I think
Gamrot just
the
ends up
grappling took
controlling him.
over. Gamrot's a very good wrestler. I don't know who he's going to fight next. Um,
Yeah, there isn't. Obviously, all the people at the top are kind of
it's
both
crazy.
doing.
It's an absolute madness, the lightweight division right now. I mean, you still got Chandler there just chilling,
Yeah,
hoping for a fight that's never going to happen.
you'll just have to just wait a little bit, see how the rest of the division plays out.
Mm.
So, how many did you get in total then?
Trez, 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3.
Right. Well, I've got 7.
It's done in it. What challenge do you want me to do next week? Might as well do it now.
Do you want to know like the scores so far this year?
The fans do definitely.
You're on 15.
Nice, nice.
I'm on 23.
23.
You
See,
know
right.
what? I'll
This
just have
isn't.
a week. I'll have a week off.
This wasn't
Right?
fair, right? This wasn't
Why?
fair because they brought on the 3 prelim fights last minute, very last minute.
You agreed to it. Don't just
But the,
backtrack just
yeah,
because you
but
lost.
it. I
Oh,
think.
you got 2 out of 3 right. Don't act like these prelims are the ones they're the ones that got most of your points. You got
Listen,
1 right on the main card.
they should have put this on so I could have prepared. I could have been mentally ready to make 3 extra
But
picks.
there's all your points. Where all you got your points from the prelims.
That
It's the
doesn't.
main card where you got 1 out of 5.
That's
It's
not.
getting embarrassing.
That's not fitting the
I'll take a
excuse.
week off. I won't pick. I'll make picks this weekend, right? But they won't count. I'll have a week off,
No, don't
so
pity me.
I'll score 0.
You know what? I'll have a week off from this chair. How about that?
And just because you 8 down, 8 behind.
Yeah, but everyone loves an underdog.
It's not happening, is it?
Everyone loves an underdog.
It's not happening.
Nah, I think it is. Because we're going to have very different picks for this event. But have you got any more
Oh,
thoughts before we go on to next
yeah,
week's
yeah.
card?
Obviously, Carter Phillips, Munoz. I thought Carter Phillips, that was his best performance to date.
Mm.
Pedro is always like a tough fight, even some of the best. It was a tough fight against O'Malley, and Carter Phillips just shut him out.
And Cheeto too.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, Michelle Pereira looked very good. Had a nice little dance at the start, his
Yeah.
walkout, and then landed some good knees and got the submission. I'll just say Robelis Despenia.
Espana, like champagne.
Yeah. Tripped from a kick, and as he was coming back, just landed and knocked. That's how much power he's got, where he's knocking people out as he's going back.
Mm.
I think his last 4 fights is like 30 seconds or something.
It reminds me of Johnny Walker coming up.
Yeah,
Just mental.
like
weird
Like obviously
knockouts.
he's 37, he's old, but
Mm.
I'm excited to see where.
Well, I mean, if he get the heavyweight division's not stacked at all. If he
Mm,
gets a win, another win, fights a top 10 guy, another win,
another
and
win.
if he's getting these exciting
Gets
if he's
another
getting these
win.
exciting knockouts,
One
then
more win after that, another win.
and then he's there, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Joanne Wood, formerly Calderwood. Um, she got hard done by with the title shot a few years ago. Should have got a title shot. I think was the champ injured or something. And then she took a
Yeah, I think
fight.
Shevchenko was injured. She
Yeah,
didn't wait out. She just took another fight against Jennifer Maia.
lost
Lost.
and then never got back to that. That's a shame, but good career.
Yeah, I mean that was a 16th or 17th fight in the UFC. Like
Mm,
to have that many fights in the UFC. You know, she was
mm,
never champion, but having 16, 17 fights in the UFC is a great accomplishment. And she nearly got that spinning back fist to finish.
mm.
Uh, but I think the fence held up her opponent, but she still got
Yeah,
decision,
good to
win
go out
on her
on the
last
win.
fight. Big
Yeah,
congrats to her.
yeah. Next week's card. We're doing the main
You
card,
know,
aren't we? Because Verdict have
yeah,
got it.
we're talking about 299 as one of the best cards. These next 4 weeks, it's gonna be rough, you know. Like, there's a few good fights, like over these next 4 weeks, but overall, it's a bit rough, you know.
Chris Weidman fighting on the 30th of March.
Yeah. That's. I think there's 3 Apex cards, one
Yeah,
like
that's
fight night
four.
somewhere.
There's four. Oh, three epics, yeah, then one.
Obviously, we got 300 in 4 weeks or 5 weeks.
But we're gonna power through these.
It's gonna be a rough month.
It's gonna be fine. But they're gonna
it's
announce
the
301. They're gonna announce Pantoja as the main
301's
event.
gonna be, you
We're
just
gonna be
have
very
like
excited.
301 doesn't seem like it's gonna be good. You've got every Brazilian on 300. Moicano's just been announced for 300.
People are not happy with the order, are they? Bo Nickel in
Pat,
the Bo
yeah,
Nickel.
Bo Nickel on the main card. I guess they want to push him, but
You can give
this
Bo
one,
Nickel on the main card, but give him a main card quality opponent. Give him a top 15.
it's kind of like what they've done with like Sean O'Malley in the past and
That's
stuff like that.
fine. But
But it's like, how do you put Bo Nickel on the main card and have Yuri Prohaska on the prelims?
Aljamain Sterling, Calvin Cater.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah.
But it's
But
like they've
yeah.
stacked 299 and 300 so much. These next 4 cards are just it's gonna be a rough 4 weeks.
But you know what? I bet it's gonna be very enjoyable. These cards are always
Yeah. The Apex cards are always a banger.
mm. Right, are we going through the not verdict? Are we going through just the main card?
Yeah, because Verdict hasn't updated it properly. Start from the top. Tai Tuivasa and Marcin Tybura. I've got Tai knockout in the first couple rounds. I think
I was
obviously
really
his last
struggling with
fight
this
was a bit
because
tough against Volkov. Obviously Tabara was coming off that knockout loss against Aspinall. They both could do with a win here. I just think Ty's going to take it. I think Ty is underrated. I know you don't rate him very highly,
I think he's overrated.
but I think he's good. I think he's better than a lot of people think.
Well, I was only sort of hating on him before because he was in the top 5, and I thought he's not a top 5 fighter.
He's good.
I know he's good, but I just thought
Just
like
because he like dances and does shoeies and stuff, and he's got a belly on him, he's good. He's a solid striker.
I just thought he's not a top 5 fight. Like when you think of top 5, you're thinking like elite. I don't think he's a. I just think he's a
He's had
good
some
fighter.
solid wins. Nearly knocked out Cyril Gane.
And this was on a run of where he lost 3 in a row, and then he beat. Then I think he won 5 in a row, ending in Lewis.
Yeah.
Before the gun fight, and it was like Greg Hardy, and it was decent names, but yeah. But no, you know what? I'm just going to say the opposite in Tybo. I didn't know who was going to win. I could easily see Ty getting a knockout early.
Is this why you keep losing? You just go on the opposite of me, just for the sake of it.
No, but I think Tybo can. I think he can take him to the ground. I saw it was the Walt Harris fight recently with Tybo.
Right.
He didn't look good on the feet at all. Walt was picking him off, and then he managed to get it to the ground and finish him. So that's what I'm going with on this one. I think Tyber can get it to the ground and get a submission. Second round.
Brian Battle, Ange Lusa. I just remember Brian Battle,
The
that head kick.
coolest tattoo in MMA.
What tattoo?
Brian Battles, I sent it the other day. It's like, it's on his side here. It's on his side, and he's got not Roman. Like, you know when you go 1-1-1 cross, 1-1-1 cross. It's got that for how many wins he's got.
All right.
Sick,
Oh yeah, I did see it. Yeah.
sick. Yeah. The other guys only went in decision in the UFC, and there's like 6 fights in the UFC. I think Brian. I think I've got Brian by finish.
Yeah, I think it's a good fight for him.
Mm.
OSP, Zen check you.
I think it's mad that OSP is still fighting.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
He's
Isn't
been
it?
fighting for so long. I think Kennedy, he has looked very good in his last few fights. He went on a bit of a run. I think he lost it in his last fight.
Yeah, OSP's 40 now.
Mm. Yeah, I think. I'm not going to say a second name, but I've got Kennedy.
Zen
I
check.
think he can get a first round finish. He's been very, very good and very aggressive recently, and then he had that unfortunate loss in his last fight. But yeah, I think he can get the finish.
Yeah, I'm picking Kennedy as well.
Hmm.
We'll just kind of quickly go through these next three. Christian Rodriguez, Isaac Ligarian. I don't know much about Isaac. I just know Christian Rodriguez. He beat Rosas Jr.
Mm.
not too long ago. That's where I got his name from. I'll pick Christian Rodriguez. You know, he's had a few good wins. Beat that Cameron Simon from New Zealand. Trains
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Duplessis. Yeah, I'll pick Christian Rodriguez.
Well, I think Isaac's going to become 7-0. I've got Isaac.
You're just going opposite with me.
Well, I've got.
This is your problem.
I've got to get a pick somehow.
This is your problem. You just got
If
opposite
I go
with me.
one different for you every week, then I'll need at least 8 weeks to even get level.
Yeah,
It's part of how the game works, Ryan.
But I'm just gonna keep getting far ahead.
No, this is the. See, I'm literally 8 steps ahead of you. You're 8 points ahead of me, but I'm 8 steps ahead of you.
I'm literally 8 ahead of you.
I'm making you believe that you're going to win. Give you false confidence. You know, do this, do that. Boom, boom.
Absolute chat and shit.
Who you got next fight? Pani, Kiansad,
Dodo.
Macy Chison.
I'm excited for this one. I think they both haven't won for
Excited for
like
this one,
2
are you?
years. Who you picking? I'll go opposite. I don't care.
I'm picking Pani.
I'll go Macy.
Yeah,
I
and
just-
Jelmer, Sharp, Brian Barberina.
Yeah. I'll go Brian Barberina.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to go opposite for the sake of it. I think Brian's he's a good fighter. He's had some good wins.
Actually,
Go on,
I'll go
Gerald.
Gerald Mishat.
Here we
Brian
go.
Barberina fights at middleweight.
Yeah, well, he goes up and down, doesn't he?
You know what? I'll go Gerald Mishat.
Oh, we've got potential for like 4 different.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly ahead of them all.
This is
Well,
make
look,
or break. This.
Next few weeks, you obviously got Hebas, Namajunas next week. They're the cards.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time watching
The
them.
week after, Blanchfield Manon, which I'm looking forward to. You got Wideman, Carl Solberg, Luke, Wacky Buckley,
Nice.
but still a bit. Week after, Vittori, Brandon Allen.
That's a
And
good
then
fight.
it's just a bit. It's going to be a rough few weeks, but we'll get through it.
We'll be back every week to review the great Apex fights. Right,
Aye.
I've enjoyed it. I'll see you later.
I'll see you later.
Thanks for watching. If you're staying for this long.
Yeah. Twins Talk MMA, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We put a couple of clips on TikTok.
250 views.
I know, superstars.
You know, I got called out in the street. They saw the TikTok.
Who?
Just some random guy in the street.
Oh yeah, one of the 250 people.
Yeah.
Did you give him an
Small
autograph?
world. Small world.
Yeah.
Right. See you later.
Just-